Hello, all of my lovely ones. I hope you're doing well today. Don't mind the tone of my voice. I had a very full day yesterday. Went to one of the pride parades and it's just, so much fun. But I'm paying for it. 100% would do that again. And will do again. Anyway, so yeah, I'm tired, but it's a good tired. Trust me, it's a good tired. I also apologize if you may hear the sound of my fan. It's hot as balls today, and I don't want to record without it right now, so you'll have to put up with it. Haha. Alright, so thank you for those who asked questions for this little video. Didn't get too many, but you know what? You asked, you deserve answers. Okay, in no particular order, I'm going to start with the YouTube comments, because why not? Bill Gates _Alex, you got a unique voice and are a good actor. Keep it up. Thank you so much for that. It's a good little ego boost and gives me a better idea of what I'm doing right, which always appreciated. Question, what are your favorite kinds of audios to record? Anything where I get to go a little unhinged, like the yandere and the mad scientist / doctors. Those are really fun. Also the audios where I can be a little extra, like the calling your partner on the way home video. That was a lot of fun. I got to bring out a lot of my little verbal quirks. I changed up a bit of the script, just the reactions and some of the word choice for more of my mentality. And again, it's just my sense of humor. So that was a lot of fun. I'm also finding more appreciation in the comfort videos, because even though I like going a little bit off the rails, there is some power in just speaking in a nice, calm tone and knowing I'm making others feel so much better. Next question from Andrew Ford 7243. Congrats on the 1K. Question, waffles or pancakes? And no, French toast is not in the discussion. How dare you? French toast can be amazing. In fact, I'm gonna give you guys my go-to recipe for French toast. So this is the baseline, so you can add, subtract as you like. Probably not subtract until you've made, your first batch and see how it goes. But 2 eggs, ½ cup milk, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1 tablespoon vanilla. And you can do imitation vanilla because vanilla is pretty expensive. It's the second most expensive, quote-unquote, spice, right behind saffron. And 1/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon. It is so good. I swear to God, you guys are going to love this, unless you have some kind of dietary restrictions that omit too much of that. But just trust me, so good. But back to the original question, waffles or pancakes? I've been making a lot of waffles and or pancakes recently, to the point where I'm kind of getting a little tired of it. But when I do go to a breakfast diner, I do tend to go towards pancakes, especially blueberry pancakes. You can't go wrong with a classic like that. It's just so good. Occasionally I'll get strawberry, but there's always whipped cream involved. Just, yes. Okay, and now some of the questions from Marshmallow. This was also my first time using Marshmallow. Oh crap, I forget her name, but there's a VTuber that I watched some videos of, and she mentioned using Marshmallow. I want to say her name was Mari. She was like a cat girl VTuber, gave a lot of advice on VTubing. Anyway, so first anonymous question. What type of character do you enjoy voicing? Also with love your audios, by the way. It's nice to see your stuff in my sub box. Haha. To whoever you are, thank you for the little ego boost. Makes me smile. But the character I enjoy voicing, that does kind of go with the audios question again. And again, it's the... I really like going with the unhinged, where I can be a little maniacal, a little joyful in my torture. Although that right there was very campy. If I have a script, I can get it more menacing. But I'm also currently releasing a series called Palindrome. It is a time loop story, and I had so much fun with that. There was a different tone for every video. So there's neutral. It goes through the stages of grief. So there's the bargaining, sadness, denial, anger, acceptance. And that was really fun. Like, I recently released part 3, which was anger. And I got so worked up because it's supposed to be, running and shouting. It's like, go, go, go. I had to stop right after the high point of the panic because I was going to pass out. I used up so much breath. You can hear the little outtake in my shorts, so you can get a better idea of how I was in the aftermath. There's actually the one releasing this Thursday. What day is this Thursday? It is the 26th. So this Thursday, the 26th, is my favorite one. Very close to the last one, though, because it's very emotional. I expect to break some of you guys with it in the best way possible. Just, I'm really enjoying these full emotional roles. So even if the majority of you don't care for those, I'm still going to be releasing them because I'm having a lot of fun. And now for the final question, and arguably the most interesting. Was there any specific YouTuber that inspired you, or did you want to make ASMR for a while? So first, no, I didn't actually want to make ASMR. But when I was much younger, I actually wanted to get into voice acting. I watched a lot of anime. I was deep in my weeaboo phase. I still watch anime. Although I'm more into reading manga, I can squeeze it in more in my spare time. But this is when I was deep in weeaboo status. But I didn't know how to crack into that. I just didn't know, and I didn't know where to ask, so I just kind of let it fall to the wayside. But as I started to learn about ASMR role plays, like the first couple I heard were horror themed, because I am a horror junkie. And I thought it was interesting, but the first ASMR artist I followed was Azeru, and his audios were just great. I very much enjoyed that. But I think the ones that really kind of gave me that internal push to get into this, in no particular order, and this is more the top 3, there would be Phasmid, Pebble, and Tim Winters. I'm going to be posting everyone's channel links down below, so you can go see them, give them a listen. But yeah, just hearing their performances, more and more I felt, I want to do this. I like this. I want to see how well I can do this acting. Because I was not really a theater kid. I think I just got into the chorus a couple times, if memory serves. But I very much like voice acting because I can have my little pauses as I get my thoughts together. I cut all that dead air out. It moves to my pace, which is incredibly appealing to me. But yeah, it was just hearing those 3 and just other assorted voice actors who passionately get into the role, like the high emotion ones. I mean, hell, before I got into this, one of my favorite markers of a good voice actor, according to me, is how well they could do, like, panic, screaming, fear. Something where you usually have to tone it down and keep it in. So when someone just goes full screaming, full fear, I have so much respect for that. I think it really brings a character to life. So I try to do that myself. I'm only holding back from doing more screaming because I don't have more noise canceling, and I'd like to not make the neighbors think that I'm getting brutally murdered or abused or what have you. The fewer cops involved, the better. So yeah, it was mainly those four. Azeru getting me into listening to more ASM artists, and Phasmid, Pebble, and Tim Winters for doing such amazing audios. Like, they're the top three I get excited to listen to when they update. I wanted to do what they did. And it seems enough of you agree that this was a good choice for me to do. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this little Q&A section. I'll probably do more in the future, I don't know, maybe the 5K celebration. But if any of y'all still want to send me little questions or notes or what have you, you can still send it to my Marshmallow. I will check it fairly regularly. Oh, also, I just opened up memberships. I've never done this before, so I'm sure there's plenty of wrinkles that I need to iron out. But if you sign up, you can get a new video 1 week before it releases. So at any given time, there are 2 videos that nobody else has heard, and you can enjoy that. There will be more perks to come as I figure all of this out. Also, I'm going to be out of state later in July for 2 weeks. So I might not be as involved either in responding to comments or updating my Blue Sky. But updates will continue as planned. You know, I've got my backlog. I've got them all scheduled to go, so you'll enjoy it. Promise. And I think after that, I will start posting thrice a week. I'm starting to lean towards posting on Sunday as the extra day. Because why not? There's a lot of updates on Saturday, so let's put something on a lesser updated day so you're not crammed to the gills with new videos to watch. Because if you're anything like me, there's a couple hundred videos in my watch later list. All right. And with that, I bid you adieu. My darlings, my loves, thank you again for listening to my videos. It means the world to me. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Stay safe out there. Mwah.